Alright, I got it set up now. I got these is like, anyway, doesn't matter. I got a Bible study to do. So, I am of the opinion that you could probably spend the rest of your life in Romans 8. The amount of sustenance in Romans 8 is insane. But I want to specify in one verse. Let's read 18 through, no, I'm sorry. I'll read 20 through 25. And it goes like this. We know that the whole creation has been groaning in its pains of childbirth right up to the present time. Oh, I'm sorry. I was right the first time. 18. I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. For the creation waits in eager expectation for the children of God to be revealed. For the creation was subjected to frustration, not by its own choice, but by the will of the one who subjected it, in hope that the creation itself will be liberated from its bondage to decay and brought into the freedom and glory of the children of God. So this is a very loaded verse. It makes me think that we think of nature as being extremely beautiful and peaceful. Like it's proven that being in nature will uplift your mood. It can make you happier as a person, just being in nature. And so I say that to say that nature is one of the most beautiful things God's created, okay? But I will say this, the only thing that I can think of in nature that is actually disgusting is death. Okay? The only thing I can think of in nature that's actually disgusting, and I'm sure there's exceptions, but is death and decay. The smell, the visual, the atmosphere around something dead is disgusting. When you see a dead animal, and you smell a dead animal, it ruins all the beauty. And we look at this verse and it says that creation itself will be liberated from its bondage to decay and brought into the freedom and glory of the children of God. This verse is basically saying that us as Christians ought to be so redeemed that we can bring creation back into a state of pre-Adam's fall. Because when it says here that creation was subjected to frustration not by its own choice, but by the will of the one who subjected it. The will of the one who subjected it was not God. And the will of the one who subjected it was not the devil. The will of the one who subjected creation to decay was Adam. Adam forgave his birthright as overseer of nature, or whatever you want to say, as guardian. I don't know how to steward. That's the word. Adam gave up his birthright as steward to the earth, and instead had to live in basically toil. Before he was king of the earth, he was basically king of creation. And what happened to him was he was forced to become basically someone who toils and survives. And that's sort of how we think about it. Like we think about early humans as being hunter-gatherers. And you could look at that two ways. You could say that hunter-gatherers were closer to Adam, or that farmers were closer to Adam. But what I'm going to say right now is that we were forced to scavenge because we could not stay as stewards. And Adam was not a farmer. And Adam was not a hunter. He had to do neither. But we were forced after Adam to become scavengers and farmers, because the earth could no longer sustain us naturally, because we gave it up. And so Adam cursed the earth with his decision and was forced out of the garden. But what it says here is that for creation waits in eager expectation for the children of God to be revealed. The children of God are us. That's the children of God. Sorry, I'm messing with the TV. We're the children of God. We're the people who creation is waiting for. And if you believe that, what that's saying is that we're the reason why world is in disorder, we are also the people who can reverse that. We have that kind of authority given to us by Christ. It says it here. It says creation is waiting to be liberated from its bondage to decay and brought into the freedom and glory of the children of God. We are the glory of God. We are God's glory on the earth. He gave us the authority to bring him everywhere we go. And part of that is reordering creation. That's our job. We are the good husbandmen, the people who can reverse whatever people say that's happening to the earth right now. We are the people who are given the authority to reverse it in like a physical way, not just in a spiritual way. And so this is a verse that means a lot to me because I've always been interested in farming and always been interested in nature. So this verse particularly puts context to a lot of things and a lot of issues we're having today. But like I said, you could literally spend your whole life studying Romans 8 and you would not run out of things to talk about and be enamored by. But that's all we're going to do today. So I'm going to get you off the wood stove here.